It looks like I ran into an issue trying to access the full article for expansion. However, I can still help you by rewriting and expanding the paraphrased content you provided earlier. Here's the expanded version, making the tone more natural, conversational and human-like, while preserving the flow and intent of the original piece. Dana White, known for turning the UFC into a global phenomenon, has now stepped into the boxing world, and he's not coming quietly. Alongside Turki Al-Sheikh and the team behind TKO, they've launched a new boxing league that's already making waves. This isn't just about throwing another hat in the ring. Their goal is to inject clarity and intensity back into boxing, a sport that many feel has lost its edge over the years. By promising to match the best against the best, they're taking a page from the UFC's playbook, introducing official rankings and a single champion per division. It's a format fans are familiar with, and one that's built for drama, high stakes, and real competition. What makes this move even more interesting is the timing. Boxing has been taking some serious heat lately, and the recent fight between Canelo Alvarez and William Skull didn't help. What was supposed to be a major draw ended up feeling more like a sparring session. In fact, CompuBox ranked it as the fight with the fewest combined punches landed in a 12-round bout over the last 4 decades. That's not just a statistic, it's a warning sign. Fans were frustrated, analysts were disappointed, and the broader conversation around the sport shifted toward what's wrong with modern boxing. Critics didn't hold back. Many felt William Skull spent most of the night evading instead of engaging, while Canelo looked uncharacteristically passive, refusing to take chances or close the distance. That conservative approach fueled the perception that Canelo, once seen as boxing's most exciting draw, was now more focused on safe paydays than serious competition. It wasn't just a bad fight, it was a symptom of a deeper issue, and it left a bitter taste for those hoping to see boxing return to its glory days. That's where Dana White sees an opening. With the Canelo-Crawford fight set for September 12 at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, there's cautious optimism that things could turn around. Some fans worry that Terrence "Bud" Crawford might adopt a similar strategy, fighting defensively and turning the bout into another tactical snooze fest. But with Dana White overseeing the production, promotion, and marketing of the fight, there's a sense that this event might bring a different kind of energy. White doesn't just want to promote a fight, he wants to deliver a spectacle, one that captures the attention of both die-hard fans and casual viewers. Speaking in an interview with ESPN Deportes, Dana didn't mince words about the scale of what's coming. He called the Canelo vs. Crawford matchup the biggest fight in history, and emphasized that he's not just slapping his name on the poster. He's involved in every layer of the event, from coordinating logistics to managing the media buzz. And he's not stopping there. That same weekend, UFC Noche will also take place in Guadalajara, making it a blockbuster weekend for combat sports. It's a bold strategy, blending 2 major fight spectacles across boxing and MMA, and it underscores White's ambition to reshape the entire combat sports landscape. What Dana White is aiming to build isn't just a new boxing promotion, it's a complete cultural shift. His approach, mirroring the UFC structure with rankings, mandatory challenges, and no alphabet soup of belts, speaks directly to what fans have been demanding for years. In boxing today, it's easy for big names to duck each other under the guise of promotional conflicts or endless negotiation breakdowns. With White at the helm, the idea is that these excuses disappear. Fighters will have no choice but to face the best if they want to keep their spot. That mindset alone has the potential to revitalize boxing from the ground up. The frustration surrounding the Canelo vs. Skull fight has made fans even hungrier for something new. That bout wasn't just slow, it felt pointless. Canelo, once celebrated for his relentless offense and tactical brilliance, seemed oddly comfortable coasting through rounds. William Skull, rather than trying to make a name for himself by challenging the Mexican icon, looked content to simply survive. It was the kind of matchup that damages reputations, not just of the fighters involved, but of the sport itself. And it's precisely these kinds of fights that Dana White wants to eliminate with this new model. White has long been vocal about what makes a great fight. In his view, it's not just about names on a poster. It's about heart, hunger, and two athletes willing to risk everything. That's the energy he brought to the UFC, and now he's trying to inject that same fire into boxing. With him overseeing the Canelo vs. Crawford event, fans are expecting a very different atmosphere, less political, more personal. Crawford, known for his technical sharpness, and Canelo, with his legendary counterpunching, both have the tools to put on a classic. What's been missing is the urgency, and White is betting he can bring it back. And let's not forget the significance of holding UFC Noche in Guadalajara that same weekend. It's not just a nod to Mexican fight fans, it's a clear message that the worlds of MMA and boxing are not only coexisting, but actively feeding off each other's energy. By stacking the weekend with major events in both sports, White is creating a festival of combat sports. This isn't about just one fight or one promotion. It's about redefining what a fight weekend can look like when everything is firing on all cylinders. It's ambitious, it's aggressive, and if it works, it could change the way the industry operates moving forward. Ultimately, the success of this new boxing league and the Canelo vs. Crawford fight won't just be measured in ticket sales or pay-per-view buys. It'll be measured in how the fans respond and whether the fights live up to the hype. If White delivers on his promise to strip away the politics and give us real, raw matchups between the sport's elite, then boxing may finally find the jolt it's been missing. For now, all eyes are on September. There's a lot on the line not just for Canelo and Crawford but for the future of boxing itself. And if Dana White has his way, the sport might just start to look a little more like the UFC, with all the good, bad, and brutal that comes with it.